This training needs to be very much about, I call it guided doing, as opposed to just knowledge. Because no doubt you can learn some things, and I guarantee you will learn some things. But if we don't go out and apply that on a regular basis, then we don't see the behavior change nor the impact on results that we want. And so these things cost money, and it costs a lot of time to get together as well. And so we need to make sure that we're defining what it is we want to do differently or think differently after we go through this than we were doing or thinking when we walked in. So I'll be laying this all out for you when we get there and kind of talking about the plan, the track to run on, if you will, as we go. But on the left-hand side, some of these topics are going to be around questioning, and diagnostic questioning, in my opinion, is one of the most valuable skills that we can develop in this profession. These are the kind of questions that we ask when we get a chance to speak to clients. Now, I also think we can actually weave diagnostic questions into some of the things that clients either read, watch, or listen to even before they get us on the phone or we get them on the phone. But once we get somebody on the phone and we start really doing that discovery, diagnostic questions are designed to create opportunities, in some cases where the customer already knows an opportunity exists, but also to create opportunities where they don't know that they need something or that they might want something. That's what the idea of diagnostic questions is to cause them to think, oh, no, that's a really good question. Maybe we could use some help in that area, or maybe we do need that. And so we're going to talk quite a bit about that, and might be one of the major takeaways or most important things that we do. We'll also talk about earning trust, rapport, and preference. I love that word preference because basically what we're saying here is we want to earn so much of that rapport and goodwill that they would rather do business with us. In fact, they'd rather do business with us so much that maybe they'd willing to pay a little extra to do that, so that we don't have to be the cheapest in the marketplace, but the quality, the perceived quality that they see in what we deliver is actually worth maybe even more than some of the other options. We're going to talk about telling the story, and we've got a lot of stories to tell because we've got a lot of really successful and happy clients. It's about getting what our customers think about how they worked with us and their experience with working with us in front of our prospective clients. I've never met a company yet that's doing this as well as they could, including Sales Excellence. Just coincidentally, we could be doing a lot more showcasing our happy clients than we do. Even though we put a lot of energy into that, we could always do a little bit more. We're going to have to talk about selling a premium emotional experience. Why would they go with us, and what are they going to feel when they do business with us, and why is that going to feel better than working with somebody else? Qualifying opportunities, managing sales opportunities, which means be a little better at figuring out which customers aren't going to do something so I can focus my attention on the ones that really are going to make an investment and do something. We're going to talk about a little bit about proposals and how we can make those more high impact. Closing sales opportunities, which it might involve handling, overcoming objections. But then I want you to look at this one down here, number 10. Driving repeat business, testimonials, which I already mentioned a second ago, and referrals. We could start cold calling, I suppose, other companies in America or Canada. But one of the best ways to find more opportunities is through referrals and recommendations. So for every company that comes and has a good experience with us, I guarantee you they know 5 other people that could probably benefit from working with us in the future. And the question is how do we make it their idea to put us in touch with those folks, maybe make a recommendation, or at least create an opportunity to speak with them and get to know them just a little bit.